So you must have considered at some point with the architects and the owner that you actually look at mass, or you look at not wanting the special exception. Have you thought about those? And at this point, you want to go forward with it as you presented today? See, I'm afraid this thing is going to be circular. I'm just afraid that I'm trying to think, can we help you today, or how can we help you, or particularly how can we help with the town commissioners who are you're going to make the same presentation to them again. I think if you come to them with the exact same presentation we just saw today, I don't see how they're going to say, yes, we're going to go forward with it as is. That's just me speaking.
I agree.
But is that the feeling?
I agree. It's something that has to be done, you know, some meeting of the minds between the town commission and, I mean, we are a recommending board. We are not an approving board.
Yes.
And if we're,
for level 3,
you know, we have heard the arguments, but I don't think they address the commission's questions to the satisfaction of where the commission is going to make a definitive statement. And as Tom said, you know, it will just be we'll keep going back in a circle.
We don't want that for you either, because
no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Renting someplace else,
Yeah.
and we're already, 3 months
I know.
pushed to the right
I know.
because of a concept that has no definition.
Well, the definition is within the body of the code for this town. It's in there. It's the subjective issues that Bill commented on. There is that. Remember, this thing was put together that long ago with some pretty good foresight for just that reason. You're not being singled out, but you have such a special piece of property, which we all admit, that you're going to be looked at by a lot more people than somebody would be on another corner lot in the town that may have the same size home in Mass, but nobody can see it. They're going to be a lot of people that can see this, and so you're going to have a lot of people that are interested in this outlook, and that's why Bill's here representing the, the Civic Association. I don't know how we could put this in the form of a motion.
Yeah, I mean, one of the options Trey said was to come back with changes. That was one of our options. That's our recommendation to the applicant. I know this sounds roundabout face, but can we ask the applicant if that would be?
Yeah, we can. Or
yeah. Would that be something that, rather than, when we say kill it dead, but rather than just say to send it to the commission, that saying you've addressed the landscaping, you've addressed the color of the window frames and the garage, but we feel the massing and the size haven't been addressed. If, as Tom said, if that goes back, and the point I made, it's going to become cyclical. Would you like to come back with more changes addressing that?
Could we emphasize the word massing rather than square footage? I believe, which sounds to me is the overarching concern more than the special exception.
I listened to the tape of it. Would you feel that was one more important to the commissioners than the other? Was massing more important than special exception? Bill, you were there. Do you remember?
Oh, I think massing was more.
Right.
Special exception.
Yeah. So massing, okay. I think you've touched on that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's because I think because of the unique lot, the special exception is kind of written for to empower owners in the core district.
So would that be something you'd be comfortable with coming back with the massing addressed?
That's something I have to.
Well, yeah, but obviously we're not putting on the point, but
obviously.
Yeah, and could we do it where we had a special meeting where we could meet with them before the next commission
we can
meeting?
do that.
I think that would be valuable.
We don't want to, when's the next commission meeting? February
24th.
Well, when's the commission meeting?
Oh, it's commission, sorry.
The 11th.
It's a pretty quick. I don't mean you need to bring in blueprints and architectural plans, but maybe you could come back to us we would have a special meeting, make ourselves available to you before the commission meeting. If you'd be willing to at least address that.
That's helpful.
You could come back to us and say, look, we're not going to do anything. Then we'll be able to move it.
We would need to select a time certain for that to occur, just so you know. So if we could get that figured out right now.
Do we need to do that now, the time? Or could you just notify us that, guys, because we're open?
We could make a motion to defer the entire,
To a specific date and time, yes.
right?
Okay.
And what kind of notifications do we need for the public for that?
I'll send them.
Okay,
I'll be away from the 6th until the 14th.
so we need to meet before the 6th. It's a pretty closed window for you. That's like a week.
I was, depending on how extensive it is, I would
For
like
how
to
long?
open.
Or until the 7th.
Okay, so
We
Mandy's,
got Bob. It's Bob in.
yeah,
And we've got our other alternate.
Bob may be back.
Yeah,
yeah,
and we've got Bob Canfield as
That
well.
would make it, you need to do, from what I'm hearing, with people being absent and all, it seems that you would need to meet in the first week of February.
Okay,
right.
so is that sufficient in terms of time specific where we say we plan to meet in the first week of February?
It's just a week from today.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
next
don't
week.
know if that gives them time,
Does that give you?
time to meet and discuss.
So what we'd like to do, if possible, is come back with an idea.
Right,
Yeah,
It may not be a complete legal
yeah, right,
package.
yeah, yeah.
I agree.
So that we can just more informally get some feedback. And for that, we believe a week from today, if that's the time, I'll check my calendar.
Yeah.
I believe we can certainly do that.
Okay.
The 4th is, Rita, what date is that?
A week from today is the 3rd.
Okay.
Okay, Malcolm,
Yeah, in that case, in the light of the information we've received, I would like to make a motion that the applicant comes back to the key ARPB with the concept and some drawings of the revised massing, addressing the point of massing specifically to the Thursday, the 3rd of February.
it seemed to work for everybody, date-wise,
Date-wise, it works. What time on the Thursday?
8:30.
8:30.
8:30 a.m.
That work with? Okay, all right, so there's a motion to defer. Is there a second?
I second.
Moved and seconded. Rita? Roll
Mrs.
call.
Smith? Yes. Mr. Murphy?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Roach?
Yes.
Chairman Smith?
Yes. Thank you all, and we'll see you on the 3rd.
Thank you.
I know some people have to scoot. Is there any other items that need to be brought forward by staff, board members,
No.
the public? We're adjourned. Thank you. Sorry, no, we held you up. I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.